Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Bite-Sized Book Reviews, where we dive into the world's most intriguing books, one cozy chapter at a time. Today, we're journeying back in time, specifically to 1963, with Stephen King's mind-bending historical thriller The 22nd of November, '63. This book has it all: suspense, historical fiction, time travel, and, yes, a heavy dose of what if. But The 22nd of November, '63 isn't your typical Stephen King horror novel. No supernatural clowns here. Instead, this is a mix of historical thriller and science fiction, a thrilling ride through one of the most talked-about events in American history, the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. The 22nd of November, '63 tackles the big questions. Can we rewrite history? Should we? And what happens if we try?
Let's start with our main character, Jake Epping, a school teacher from Lisbon Falls, Maine. His life is pretty average until he discovers a time portal hidden in the back of his favorite diner. This is no ordinary time portal. It always leads back to the same date in 1958, offering Jake a shot at rewriting history. Specifically, he's got a mission: stop the assassination of JFK on November 22nd, 1963. But as Jake quickly learns, history is stubborn, it doesn't want to change, and every little action has unexpected consequences. Now, Stephen King is famous for his world building, and November 22nd, '63 is no exception. King paints 1960s America in vivid detail: the music, the politics, the diners, the clunky old cars. It's like you're right there, sipping a Coke in a smoky diner booth. If you're into historical fiction, you'll appreciate the authenticity and depth of King's research here. The details feel so real you almost forget you're reading fiction. Of course, King being King, he doesn't just give us a cozy trip down memory lane. As Jake inches closer to his mission, things get dark. The question of what if starts to gnaw at him, and the stakes get higher. Because time, as it turns out, doesn't like being messed with. There are forces pushing back on Jake's every move, as if history itself is saying, not so fast. It's tense, it's suspenseful, and it's packed with moments that make you pause and think, should he really be doing this? And here's where November 22nd, '63 really shines. It's not just a save the president thriller, it's a philosophical exploration of consequences. You see, every change Jake makes has a ripple effect. One small action in 1958 could mean a very different 21st century. And that's King's genius. He makes you wonder, what would I do if I had the power to change history? It's a question that lingers long after you finish the last page. For fans of historical fiction, thrillers, and yes, even sci-fi, November 22nd, '63 has something to offer. It's a novel that bridges genres, appealing to readers who love suspense, American history, and moral dilemmas. Plus, if you're a fan of Stephen King's storytelling, but not his horror, this book is the perfect middle ground. King's writing is at its best here, with a plot that's as tight as it is thought-provoking. So, is November 22nd, '63 worth the 849-page commitment? Absolutely. It's not just a book, it's an experience, a journey through time that questions fate, free will, and the price of our choices. With themes that resonate with history buffs and thriller fans alike, this is one novel you won't want to miss. Thanks for joining us on Bite-Sized Book Reviews. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments. If you could go back in time, would you change anything? And of course, happy reading!